work that the CCC did in the 1930s and 40s is a big part of how we use and interact with the forest today. It was a government program that was created by Franklin Roosevelt when he took office just after the Great Depression started to grip the United States. And Roosevelt decided that if private industry was unwilling or unable to hire people and put them to work, that the federal government would do so.
First, we are giving opportunity of employment to 250,000 of the unemployed, especially the young men who have dependents, to let them go into forestry and flood prevention work. That is a big task because it means feeding and clothing and caring for nearly twice as many men as we have in the regular army itself. And in creating this Civilian Conservation Corps, we are killing two birds with one stone. We are clearly enhancing the value of our natural resources, and at the same time we are relieving an appreciable amount of actual distress.
After inspecting Skyland, the Commander-in-Chief takes a seat at the head of the table to eat with the boys, and he enjoys every bite of the plain, wholesome food furnished at the camp.
It's very good to be here at these CCC camps. I wish I could see them all over the country. I wish that I could take a couple of months off from the White House and come down here and live with them, because I know I'd get full of health the way they have. The only difference is that they've put on an average of about 12 pounds apiece since they got here, and I'm trying to take off 12 pounds.
Company of Civilian Conservation Corps enrollees that occupied this camp were African American enrollees. The CCC program, as it was created in 1933, was segregated. So Caucasian enrollees did not intermingle with African American or Native American or Hispanic American enrollees. They were each put into their own separate camps and companies. And this was one of the about 20 to 30 different African American camps that were established across Pennsylvania during the 9-year tenure of the program. Initially, you had to be a young man, unmarried, between the ages of 18 and 25. The idea was that you couldn't find work elsewhere, so the government would give you a job doing a variety of different things to help preserve, protect, and restore the natural landscape of the United States.
We were able to obtain about 70 pages of inspection reports from the camp from the National Archives. And we have the annual inspection reports from 1936 through 1941. And a lot of what we know about the camp comes from those inspection reports. We know the camp was founded in July of 1935. At the time, the Army was segregated, and so was the CCC. And most of the enrollees that spent time at this camp were drawn from Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. The number of enrollees varied from just over 100 to just under 200 enrollees at a time. The enrollees were assigned various work duties and responsibilities. We know from the inspection reports that the enrollees at this camp spent a lot of time basically in the woods. They did a lot of trail work, they built roads, they did blight control for white pine trees, they fought forest fires. The nearest town for the enrollees was Coudersport, Pennsylvania. And they were taken into Coudersport for recreation on a regular basis. We also know from the inspection reports that education was a vital part of what they did while they were located here. They taught a number of things: reading, writing, arithmetic, and basic skills. They also taught auto mechanics, a lot of forestry-related topics.
Here we have lots of structural features that are left over: concrete foundations, stairs, walkways, terraces, roads, a lot of preservation that we're just not seeing at this level in different CCC camps in Pennsylvania, which is another reason why it's great that the work that's happening here is happening, because I think there's a lot that can be learned from this camp based on the level of preservation we're seeing.